You hear the background noise? Yeah, it's my fridge. So let me actually take care of that right now. Yep, it is my fridge. It makes a weird noise. Hey YouTube, what's going on? So for today's video, I am actually going to give you 3 reasons why you should start a business and how it can benefit you. So I'm gonna do some laundry and some other stuff, but while I do those things, I will share with you the benefits of starting your own business. And since I do that, I think I should focus down on that for my YouTube videos. It is something that I'm going to school for, and I have my own business, so it only makes sense to do something I'm not only passionate about, and not only that I love to do, but something that I feel that I can actually help others with. Now, I'm not a full-grown expert as far as like knowing specifically all the details, but I know the generals and the basics, and I have my own business. So from my experience and from what I've learned in college, I can share with you guys about the business stuff. So let's get to it. Alright, so my lighting is okay. I think you guys can see me good. So anyways, the purpose of this video is for me to discuss the 3 values you will receive from starting and owning your own business. I speak from experience, and I'm also speaking from some information I have received from going to school, all my professors in schools, and just watching people around me. 3 values that you receive when you start your own business. So I will describe them over time, and I'll put them one by one, and I'll talk a little bit about them as I go along. So let's get into it. I don't want to waste your time. I finally think I found my niche, which is good. I think I'm going to stick to business. I'm so excited. So my audience hopefully will be focused on starting a business, owning a business, and any tips or tricks that I can share with you related to business, I will be able to discuss, because I have my own business. I have a mobile detail service, and I also work for my dad's business. He has his own business or his own company, and I have also been an agent for a business out in LA, which has been great. So let's get started. First thing that you will receive, or the first, maybe not in the beginning, but something valuable you'll receive from owning your own business or having a business, is time. I cannot tell you how important time is. I'm not talking about, just, and within the 20, like very little time. I'm talking about time in general. What do you do with your time? When I started my own detail service, when I started my mobile detail business, keep in mind, when you start your own business in the beginning, and even in general, when you have a business, you work past 40, sometimes 60, sometimes 80 hours a week. So you're going to be busy. But if you consistently work hard in your business, you consistently put in the hours, you're punctual, you give the best service to your customers, you're going to be getting this special gift called time, where there will come a point in your business where you don't need to work 60 hours a week. Maybe you might need to work 40 hours in the beginning, the first 2-3 years, but maybe in 5 years you'll be working maybe 20 hours, and you'll be making the pay of what you used to work in a regular 40-hour job. You're going to have loads of time. You're going to be able to set up your schedule. You're going to be able to have more time in the day, and you're going to be able to decide when you want to work and when you want to enjoy life or do things that you wanted to. I think that my jobs that I had in the past, I loved them a lot. I loved working at the car dealership. I loved working. I worked at a restaurant, and I enjoyed working in the fast food industry. The one thing that I think that was a struggle for me, dealing with these businesses, is time. I wasn't able to hang out with my friends when I wanted to. I wasn't able to decide when I wanted to go to work. I had to clock in. I had to clock out. By the end of the day, sometimes when I would come to work, I'd be tired and I wouldn't want to do nothing. So I think that's one of the best things that you can ever receive when you have your own business, when you start your own business. But like I said, keep in mind the beginning years are not easy; they're tough. Okay, let's go on to the next one. All right, so tip number 2. This one I think is really important. It is self. Let me put my hands up. It is self-care. You have no idea how important self-care is. When I started working for my first job, I was probably weighing at around 150. My first job. When I left my first job, and I only worked there for 4 months, I was weighing 180. 30 pounds I gained. And not only did I gain 30 pounds, I also failed a couple of classes in college, and I also didn't hang out with my friends as often because I was working all the time. Weekends, I was working night shifts. Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, it was a restaurant. I was working from 4 to 10. Like in the mornings, I could sleep until whatever time I wanted to, and I felt great. I was like, you know what? I'm living the life. I'm making money. But let's be honest, I wasn't exercising. I wasn't studying for my college classes. I wasn't hanging out with my friends. Worse, I wasn't hanging out with my family. And I think the 2 worst things that I felt was, one, like I said, I wasn't hanging out with my family, but 2, I wasn't playing soccer. Like, if you know me personally, I have a huge passion for soccer. You have no idea how much I love soccer. It's like a weekly thing that I do, a daily thing sometimes. Sometimes if I could do 5 to 6 times a day or 5 to 6 times a week playing soccer, I would do it. I could not do that. Why? I was working for someone else, and there's nothing wrong with working with someone else. If you're passionate about your job, great. I'm speaking to those individuals that want to take it to the next level and want to start their own business. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was gaining weight, failing classes, not spending time with my loved ones, and just that self-care. I think that's really that just hits home base. Like, I couldn't exercise when I wanted to. If I worked the night shift 4 to 10, the next day I'd be like, you know what? Saturday I work at 4, I enter at 10. I should wake up at 9 and hit the gym by 10. Okay, cool. Sometimes I would get home like at 12, sleep at 1. I would sleep in till 11, but then I had to do the laundry. Then I had to eat. Then I had to do some homework. And by the time it was 3 o'clock, I'm like, shoot, I don't have time to go to the gym. I got to go to work again. So it was a repeating cycle. Go home, take care of yourself, like very little, and then go back to work, and then repeat the process. I couldn't take care of myself. And I say, you know what? I have to value myself, and I have to take care of myself, get some exercise, and do some stuff. So, and like I said, I'm not speaking on behalf of saying that working for someone else is wrong. By all means, that was a stepping stone for me. And if I can go back and thank those people, and hopefully someday I'll be able to provide for them something, I definitely will. I can name all the people who have been there for me and giving me a stepping stone for this journey that I'm in business. And my last job, which is one that I love, if I didn't have this business idea, I would have wanted to continue going up the ladder in that industry because it was a really great business. But I wanted to take a different approach to life. So yeah, so that's the value number 2 or tip number 2 that you will receive for, or not even it's not a tip, I'm sorry, the value that you will receive for owning a business. And the final third one, which I am so happy to express, and I cannot express this enough, it is your passion. Oh my goodness, like, what in the world are you passionate about? What makes you wake up? I'll tell you this, there are days when my body literally tells me, Brian, we are in the bed. It is 5 o'clock. You don't have to clock in at any other location now. You can go to sleep until 10 and still make it to your first appointment and come back home and do whatever you want. But you know what? I say, forget that. I wake up early. I start getting ready. I get my, because I'm a detailer. I get my truck filled up with water, gas. I make sure the towers are clean. I do the laundry. I get the chemicals. And by the time it's my first appointment, I'm ready like 15 minutes before, and we're already setting up, and we're already ready because I enjoy it. I get off my bed because I have this firing passion. I love what I do. I love detailing. It's kind of like soccer. There were days in the weekend because I used to travel with my teams when I was young in club. We used to have to wake up 5 6 in the morning, and we used to have early morning games like at 8 o'clock. We live here in Van Nuys. I would have games in Palmdale, Bakersfield, you name it. I would be the first. I would be the first one up in my family. I'd be the first one ready. I had my cleats. I brushed my teeth by 5:40, 50. When my mom said we're leaving at 6, I was ready. We were at the park by 7. I was already warming up. I had a passion for soccer, and that same passion that I have for soccer, I also have it for my detailing business. Like I love detailing cars. There's just something satisfying about cleaning a car at the moment, which I cannot explain. I get a dirty car. I detail it with my cousin and my brother. Man, by the end of the car, when I get it and when it's so horrible, by the end, when we see it, we're like, we did a major transformation to this car. When the customer sees it and they react to it and they're like, wow, my car, I have never cleaned. This is the best it's been. That makes me even more happy. And I think that when you start a business, you can decide where you give your energy to, where you give that energy to. And I think that you should always be giving your energy to your passions. Why? Because when you do what you're passionate about, there's no stopping you. Let me tell you, there is no stopping. You will do amazing things. Let me just tell you how amazing you can be when you go for your passion. When I was, like I said, nothing against working in the, for someone else or in the jobs. Like I said, my previous job, I think out of the three, if you know me personally, I loved it. I don't think I should be naming the name, but it was a fast food industry, one of the best. It's a burger joint, but I'm not gonna say which one it is. But I loved it a lot. But the previous two jobs that I had, I wasn't happy, and I expressed that at my previous job. I told them always. I would always say, "Hey, man, I didn't like how they treated me in the car industry. I didn't like this and that, this and that." When I was doing a specific job in the car, or it was in the car industry, or if it was in the restaurant, whatever it was, I was only doing it because I was getting paid to do it. Now, I just got off the phone call with a special friend, and I said something which is very valuable that I got from all these mentors that I listen to and all these podcasts that I listen to. Oh, and by the way, I had to shout this podcast out. I don't think they'll watch this YouTube, but if they did, that would be great. I mean, I'm fairly new to YouTube, but it's called Secret to Success Podcast. I don't know if I can put a picture up because it's kind of late and I gotta edit this. It's 9:43 and I gotta wake up tomorrow at 4 in the morning. But Secrets to Success podcast. It's done by, I think it's a guy named Eric Thomas. The host is CJ Jamal Kings from Make Real Estate Real. And what is the other guy? I like it when it says the Bayesian Sensation. I forget his name. But anyways, they express how valuable it is. They express a lot of things about success, business, and whatnot. But they also express how when you invert your time with your passion and when you do it, literally, you are unstoppable. When you give your time to the gifts that you have, because when you're passionate about something and you're good at it, it can probably be that it's your gift, something that you were given to in this world, And when you do it, literally, you are unstoppable. Like, you are the best at what you do. For example, I'm passionate about soccer and I love it. Hopefully I can get back into it later. Like, when I was in the field, like, there were certain positions that I could play and everything, but when I was in the zone, when I was playing the specific position that I was great at, like, I was really happy and I was great at it. And same like the detailing industry. When I discovered that, hey, I am maybe not OCD, but I have this sort of skill where I can see something dirty and I can clean it up, and I just like to detail it. Like, I'm really great at this. Some guy told me, hey, why don't you start a business out of car washing? I didn't take him as a joke. There were a lot of car wash people, or there were a lot of people who were doing the detailing with me at the car dealership where I was at. Nobody listened to his advice. He said, why don't you guys do it? He was an old guy, Mexican. He was like 64, 65. I missed that guy. But he said, hey, why don't you do it? And no one took him serious. And he looked at me and said, Brian, why don't you get yourself a truck instead of paying your little car that you're paying off $300 a month, which is not helping you do nothing. Why don't you just get a truck and start your own detailing business? You're really great at detailing cars, and you can get better. You can start off with washes, then go to details, and then do polishes and then all that. And I said, this guy is crazy. But you know what I responded? I said, you know what? I know in my mind I think he's crazy because I don't think I can do it. But I'm gonna listen to him and I'm gonna give it a try. Best decision ever. By far, the best decision I've ever taken in my life. I got my truck, I started detailing cars, and I started to feel that I had a passion for it. I kid you not. There are customers that literally will tell me, and my team, they'll tell us, you guys are really the best at what you guys do. We don't have, like, we used to take it to a car wash. We used to give it to this person, that, and they cannot leave it as clean as you guys. We love what you do. I cannot do it as great as I would if I didn't have passion for it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't be a salesman. There's no passion for me to be a salesman. I cannot I cannot build a house. I cannot do construction. I don't have a passion for it. I don't. But I have a passion for detailing. I have a passion for, soccer. Those are the things that I want to go after. And because I have a passion for that, I make a business out of that. And you know what you have? You have completed yourself in a great business. And you will get better at it day in and day out. These are just the 3 tips that I have from my experience. I think I finally discovered my niche. It's about to hit the 15-minute mark. I want to add in some other stuff. And hope you like this kind of content. I think I'm going to stick to this detailing stuff. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm so excited. I'm so happy I finally got my niche. I've been looking at YouTube videos and kind of going, how can I grow my YouTube channel? And the one thing that every YouTuber shares is focus on your niche. Niche means focus on your category. I was trying to vlog this and that. Right now, I'm doing business. I'm going to school for business. Why don't I just do business? I think that's going to be my niche. Guys, take care. Mondays, I'm going to have a cool video about discussing business and any things that I can help you guys with related to business and any startup ideas. And for Fridays, I'm just going to vlog so I can keep the flow going, so I can have some audience. But other than that, take care, start your own business, and enjoy life. See ya!